Two generations of Liberians at odds about the state of the nation ahead of another round of anti-government protests in the capital. President George Weah came to office with a lot of goodwill, but that is diminishing, and fast.
I will be in front of that protest. If I'm unable to walk, I will carry a stick. Right now, they stole my walking stick.
Others see the protests as an unnecessary distraction.
We voted lawmakers. If a person wants a change to the Constitution, they should talk to their lawmaker. If someone eats your reserve money, go to your lawmaker.
Sitting just 15 meters away from this heated argument, PEWE is worried about her family. She left home at 5 o'clock in the morning to sell vegetables in this market.
No one is buying. There's no money. Look at my children sitting here in the sun. They're supposed to go back to school, but there's no money to pay their fees, so they're not starting tomorrow.
The money, totaling $419, is due in less than 24 hours. Economic decline and inflation have pushed many Liberians below the poverty line. The local currency is also steadily losing value, exchanging 190 to the American dollar from 146 2 years ago.
For many years since the end of the Civil War, Liberia has relied heavily on United Nations spending for its annual budget. So when the United Nations mission ended, it was a shock to the economy, to small and medium-sized businesses. Factories shut down, unemployment rose, and inflation got worse. Discontent is now everywhere.
Critics of the government accuse it of lacking accountability and rampant corruption. In 2019, they brought thousands of Liberians to the streets to protest. 7 months later, they say things have only got worse.
We presented a petition containing demands to the President to address the issue of corruption, specific cases of corruption, bad governance, violation of the Constitution. The President refused to act on any of our demands.
The 2019 protest lasted a day. Organizers say this time they won't leave until their demands are met. The government has denied allegations that officials have been stealing public money.
The greater issue is that since Mr. President won the elections, the political elite, the hegemony, have not really accepted him as the president. So they have been using all sorts of devious means to undermine his authority and to delegitimize his election.
The protests have further polarized people in the West African country. For Liberians like BOLU, what matters most is the opportunity to make some money to feed and send her children to school. After that, she says, the politicians can do whatever they please. On that, many Liberians on both sides of the political divide agree. Ahmed, Idris, Aljazeera, Monrovia.